Most employees do not leave their jobs. They leave their bad bosses. And a bad boss can make even the very best of a job a nightmare. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Dr. Mary Mugo. If you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you have subscribed, you are a wise man, you are a wise woman. And we are here to inspire you, to educate you, and to leave you a better person. In my next few series, I will be speaking about the types of bad bosses and how you can handle them. And so welcome to part 1 of our series on the types of bad bosses. Today I want to talk about the first type of a bad boss. And this is the narcissistic boss. A narcissistic boss is one that is insensitive to the employees. They are bosses who really don't care how you feel. They don't care whether you're sick. They are just insensitive to their employees. They show indifference to one's employees, and the attitude is like, so what? I don't care. It's your problem. That's a narcissistic boss, eh? They don't care how you feel. They really don't care about that. And they're also insensitive because at times they ask the employees to work for free. These kind of bosses who ask you to work overtime without compensation, those are narcissistic bosses, insensitive to the employees. Narcissistic bosses are reluctant to give praise. They'll rarely tell you well done. In fact, instead, they heap all the blame on you in case they fail. But they will rarely give you praise. They are very stingy with praising, and if they praise you, it's because they want something from you. Narcissistic bosses. Narcissistic bosses have a sense of entitlement. They remind you often where they went to school. Narcissistic bosses have an exaggerated sense of self. They want to appear very important. Narcissistic bosses use employees for their own selfish agenda. Sometimes they give you inappropriate chores. Sometimes they make you do their own personal things. Narcissistic bosses. Are we together? Make a comment if you think you know a narcissistic boss. Or if you think you're one, make a comment. Narcissistic bosses always break the rules. They are these kind of bosses who think they are above the law. They'll use shortcuts any day. They always take advantage of people and the system. The kind of bosses who abuse expenses, who will falsify reports, falsify expenses, narcissistic bosses. Narcissistic bosses have what we call negative or toxic emotions. What they do is that they spread negative emotions to gain attention. Spread these negative emotions so that they can feel powerful. Hey, negative energy. Always with negative energy. Narcissistic bosses make you feel inferior so that they can enhance their fragile ego and feel better. Do you know those kind of bosses who make you feel so inferior? They do it because they want to, feed their fragile ego and feel better. There are these kind of people, as one person said, who try to look tall by cutting other people's heads. Narcissistic bosses will always take credit for their employees' work. Remember, they don't praise you, so they take all the credit. You do something, you struggle, they take all the credit. But they'll blame you when things go wrong. These are narcissistic bosses also undermine the efforts of their employees. People to work with, but they are there, and therefore you need to understand how do you deal with them. Because how do you deal with a narcissistic boss? You must do praise and acknowledge them. Boundaries to ensure they don't step on you. And speak up if they cross the line. You deal with a narcissistic boss is keep your distance if you can. Fourthly, how you deal, be professional, be friendly, but also be guarded. Because remember, they can have toxic emotions. If you have a narcissistic boss, don't share your personal information because they may use it against you. Okay? Don't go telling them about your personal things. They'll use it against you, you'll be shocked. Engage in an argument if you have a narcissistic boss. In fact, respond instead of reacting. That is how you deal with a narcissistic boss. But you should think about these narcissistic bosses. Those are a few characteristics of narcissistic bosses and how you deal with them. In my part 2, I'll deal with the next type of a bad boss. In the meantime, tell us what you think. Give us a comment, give us a like, and share this video so that you can help people who are suffering silently in their offices because they have a bad boss. But as I say here, I'm using the word boss because that is what you understand. But actually, there's a major difference between a leader, a manager, and a boss. And I'll be doing that one of these days. Until next time, stay locked and learn more about how to handle various types of bosses. Enjoy your work because you spend most of your time in the office. And if you have a good boss, hey, let them know that they are good bosses. Until next time, keep it here. God bless you.